Hello and welcome to the Nashville Daily Podcast. I'm Stuart Deming.
And I'm Greg, the Google guy.
Today we're looking at 3 of the most Googled restaurants in the city of Nashville. I'm really looking forward to it.
Looking forward to talk about some hot chicken.
Look at all those chickens. So here in a few moments, we're going to be talking about 3 of the most Google-reviewed restaurants, and we're going to leave those as a surprise for you. But before we get to that, Greg, you still have a banner, so welcome back to the show. But before we get to that, we need to talk about our sponsor, Brad Reynolds. If you're looking for buying real estate or selling real estate here in the Middle Tennessee market, Brad is the guy you need to contact. Visit thinkbrad.com, 615-856-3270. Text him the longest hashtag about your favorite restaurant in Nashville.
Yeah.
And then text it a couple times.
Just Google him, too.
And just Google him, because he has some pretty good Google reviews.
He does.
But speaking of Google reviews, let's get into the top reviews. Some of the top reviewed restaurants in the city of Nashville. This one's no surprise to me. This is Hattie B's Hot Chicken. Just the Midtown alone restaurant has 9,900 reviews, and it's a 4.6 star out of 5. The downtown restaurant has 814 reviews. The West Nashville restaurant, let's pull that bad boy up, 6,600 reviews. The South Nashville location over on 8th Avenue has 5.7 thousand reviews. So altogether, this is coming in close to 20,000 reviews for a restaurant here in the city of Nashville. With all of those reviews, this makes Hattie B's one of the most reviewed restaurants in the city of Nashville. And I know they have a few locations, and that's no surprise to me. Their product is very consistent. I always enjoy going to Hattie B's.
Yeah.
I need to go back soon because it's something about hot chicken. It's just like that hot chicken itch. So, Greg, what are your thoughts on Hattie B's, and what's your favorite hot chicken restaurant in Nashville?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you Google hot chicken and you're within the Tennessee line, basically, you know,
it's going to overwhelm you.
It's going to be, it's all over the place. But Hattie B's will pop up first.
Oh, hands down.
I mean, it is the most well-known hot chicken in this area. But let me tell you about a place, real quick, that I loved for years that has since moved and isn't the same. And it's called Pepper Fire.
Where they were initially in East Nashville, correct?
They were like
where are they now?
Yeah, they were basically off Gallatin Pike up near Delmas and Trinity.
Uh-huh.
And it was basically a shack. You'd walk up window. They had heaters inside, soft walls, that kind of thing. And then they moved down the road a little ways where East Side Banh Mi is now.
Okay, and I think they ended up closing, didn't they?
They closed during the pandemic or right before, and now they're open Centennial Boulevard.
Interesting. Over
and I've
in
been
West
there,
Nashville.
Yeah, and I've been there one time, but it's still great. It's still Nashville hot chicken. It's still Pepper Fire, but it's just not the same as that little shack over there on the east side.
I'll be honest with you, man. All my experiences at Pepper Fire have not been fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but Google, what's the Google reviews coming in on for Pepper Fire? 1,495, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, 1,492.
92.
4.3 total, which is solid.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. All right. So another restaurant that is ranked pretty high above some other Nashville restaurants, and I wanted to highlight this one because this has over 3,293 reviews, and this is a restaurant that's located in Donaldson, and it's actually one of my favorite restaurants in Donaldson. I've only been here 3 or 4 times. This is Americana type food, and this is Darfons Restaurant and Bar. Today's episode of Nashville Daily is in part brought to you by Bowtie Barber Club. Visit them at bowtiebarberclub.com to book your haircut, your beard trim, your nose wax, your ears wax, and so much more. They also serve some coffee before you can get your haircut. I'm going to read a Google review because Greg is here with me. I'm just going to read the first sentence. We traveled to Nashville from out of town. Jerry desperately needed a shave and haircut. The manager, Ruth Ann, was amazing, professional, friendly, and welcoming. Travis was Jerry's barber. He did a great job. Jerry was happy. I was happier. A happy wife, happy life. Am I correct? Travis is the best, a true gentleman's barbershop. Highly recommend. That's a great review. That's a 5-star review from Google. So, Greg, bowtiebarberclub.com is the website, and you could get your haircut or your beard trim. Greg, you said you've been to Darfons a couple of times, and what's been one of your favorite experiences there at Darfons?
Well, I took my wife there for her birthday a few years ago.
Okay.
And I've been there since, but this time was pretty cool because normally with seafood, I get it when I'm on the coast. I love fish.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I love saltwater fish especially. And they had swordfish.
Interesting.
And I'd never had swordfish before.
Mm-hmm.
They flew it in. Don't remember the details, but man, it blew my mind.
That's awesome.
And it wasn't the thing about Darfons is that it's not overpriced.
No, it has on the price scale had 2 little dollar signs. So
yes,
like
sir.
it's a very reasonable.
I put those there, Stuart.
Oh, you put those $2 signs there?
I did.
I don't know how you did all of the code for that, but that's a good time.
I am the Google guy.
Yeah,
Stuart.
you are the Google guy. But it's a great restaurant. It's a great location, and it's truly like.
It's a Nashville staple at this point.
It is because of the amount of time it's been here, and it seems like it's really local centric. So, and I've heard many stories of like business meetings being conducted at Darfons, and I've heard just incredible things. And one story is I've heard of this guy. He would come in from Texas all the time, and the restaurant he would go to first was Darfons. So that's just a really cool place. All right, so the next restaurant that's coming in clutch is actually located in downtown Nashville. It has a bowling alley. These are the search results that are trending according to Google. It has a bowling alley, over 259 mentions. Broccoli, 65 mentions. It has a pool of 60 mentions. Bocce ball, 51 mentions. And hipster, 48 mentions. This is Pinewood Social in downtown Nashville. Out of 5 stars, it's rated at 4.5 stars with over 4,000 reviews. Greg, have you been to Pinewood Social?
I've been there a couple different times. I've never bowled there.
I have never bowled there because it's expensive.
Yeah, I liked their breakfast.
Okay.
Their breakfast, I had like I don't know, it was like some sort of hash brown bowl kind of thing.
Their avocado toast is the best in the city.
All right, I'll have to try that.
I think they still have a partnership with Crema Coffee, and so you can get a really good coffee. And then their artisan signature cocktails are really delicious as well. I believe, if I remember correctly, they actually partner with like a local ice company. So it's not like ice that they make, but it's like gourmet, like very clear ice. Every time
quadruple filtered.
Oh, yeah. It's like quadruple filtered fancy ice, that Gucci ice.
Yep.
And it's just a fantastic place. There is a lot of limitations now that they're developing the parking lot across the street. If we can throw that back up, they're going to be developing this parking lot into these multiple story skyscrapers. So parking has now become a very limited thing at Pinewood Social. But the food is fantastic. The reviews are great. You could play bocce ball there. You can go bowling. That has a little pool where you could cool your feet down. So these are some of the most reviewed Google restaurants, Google reviewed restaurants in the city of Nashville. Any insights from you, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, Google's right on. You know, all 3 of these are Nashville famous and in, you know, a lot of cases nationally known.
Yeah, so, Pinewood definitely is. Pinewood and
Hattie B's.
Yeah, Darfons is.
It's cool to see Darfons there.
It's
that
cool to see
really
it
excites
top
me.
of the list.
Yeah.
So in the new year, if you're looking for some great restaurants, Hattie B's, Pinewood Social, Darfons. There's so many restaurants in the city. I got asked the other day, is it hard to find a bad restaurant in Nashville? It is hard. I have a few places that are really terrible that I will never say to never go to. But if you're looking for some delicious hot chicken, avocado toast, or just a really good steak that's reasonably priced, you need to check out one of those restaurants.
Thank you for listening to Nashville Daily.
To learn more about today's episode, visit NashvilleDailyPodcast.com. And to stay connected, head to our Discord, and you can find the link at NashvilleDailyPodcast.com/connect. Nashville Daily is now offering tours. If you would like to take a tour of downtown Nashville, head to the link in the show notes or find out more details at NashvilleDailyPodcast.com.
Nashville Daily Podcast is an Explore.Nash production, copyright 2022.